Alright, what's up ladies and gentlemen, it's Super here and welcome back to another MK11 video, and today we're going to be doing something that's been very heavily requested, which is some tutorials for characters in MK11. Of course, the game just came out and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of changes. That's why I was sort of hesitating on whether to do any character tutorials right now. But instead of doing like full-on advanced tutorials, I thought I would do just a basic tutorial of how to play a specific character. So if you guys are cool with that and you want to see some more characters, leave a like on the video. It's always appreciated because, of course, this is the game hasn't even been out for like 10 days, right? So things are going to change. Things have already changed since pre-release of the game. So there was a hot fix on day one that changed a lot of things. For example, Erron Black was not able to combo his stance into, or his forward 3 into stance. Small example like that. But of course, I want to do one with Erron Black first. And if things change, they change. I apologize for that. But the way you want to approach Erron Black is actually any way you want. He definitely excels in the mid to, or I should say in the close to mid close. So of course, in your face, he's really good. He has a 6 frame down 1, really helps him out. He has amazing mids with his forward 3, his forward 2, and his back 2. All these are really good mids. That's why from close to mid close, this is mid close right here where his forward 3 still hits. It's right inside of character length. So like right around here, that forward 3 hits, really good. So this is around the area you want to play Erron Black. Now, if someone's trying to zone you out, Erron Black has a lot of options for that. Not only that, but he has ways to zone you out when he has the life lead that are pretty cheap. So let's get on talking about the very basics, which are his normal buttons. I'm not going to go over every single detail about Erron Black or characters. I'm just going to give you guys the best things to use to start learning the character. Of course, you have his down 1, like I mentioned. 6 frames is the fastest normal, or the fastest a normal button could be. I'm not sure if in this game there's 5 frame special moves. In Injustice there was a couple of 5 frame special moves, but in this game and in the majority of NetherRealm games, the fastest one of your normal attacks could come out is 6 frames. So having a 6 frame down 1, really good, especially when you go into his command grabs, which is not in this variation that I'm playing. But we'll talk a little bit about some other moves. Of course, the stand 2 is very important because it is as fast as the stand 1. So there's no reason to punish with this unless you don't feel comfortable doing 2-1-2-1-2-1-2-1-2-1-2-1-2-1-2-1-2-1-2. And before we move on, I'm going to teach you guys how to do Erron Black's 2-1-2-1-2 string 100% of the time. So normally the 2-1-2-1-2-1-2-1-2-1-2-1-2-1-2, you have to mash the buttons as fast as you can, right? I can't even do it myself, to be honest. Like trying to mash it myself, I can't do it. So to consistently get Erron Black's 2-1-2-1-2, the way you do it is you press 2, 1, 1, and then you press 1 plus 2. And this will shortcut your way into getting the entire combo string. This was the same case with Kung Lao. That's why I was able to do his combo easily in MKX, and here's how it looks. So as you guys see, I'm not doing 2-1-2-1-2-1-2-1-2-1-2 and breaking my hands and breaking my controller. I'm actually doing 2-1-1, 1 plus 2, 2 plus 1, whatever you want to call it. I'm pressing those 4 button sequences and I'm getting this move consistently. That's the only way that I'm gonna ever get this move consistently, because if you try to mash, you're not gonna get it. So as you guys see, I'm getting it every single time, and this is the best and easiest way to get Erron Black's 2-1-2-1-2. So now that we got that out of the way, of course, like I mentioned, his stand 2, amazing for punishing, because this string goes into goes into this or goes into any sort of special move that you have for your specific variation. The variation that I'm using, by the way, is the 52 card pickup. It's not called Smoking Gun. It's his first variation in his tournament setting. But I'm also going to show you guys the variation that I use in player matches. So that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to talk about one variation that is like a tournament variation, and then my personal favorite moves for that specific character in player matches, because I play both. I have the most fun in player matches because I could actually customize my own variation. So like I said, Erron Black has amazing mids. He has back 2, which leads into back 2-2. That is a double overheading string. And in the corner, Erron Black has this move, right? In the corner, you could actually combo from it. I might not be able to get it. It is a tight link sometimes. But as you guys can see, you could get a down 1 and then you could go into your 2-1-2-1-2. But just being able to meterlessly combo off that overhead is really good. Plus, you know, with the day 1 changes, you could actually combo into, you know, you could combo into this. The reason you would want to do this is to maintain your safety, of course, because the upwards rifle is unsafe on block. So that's why you would choose to pick one option over the other. So moving on to his best mid, in my opinion, which is his forward 3. Now, in some variations where you have the command grab, forward 3 actually tick throws into the command grab. For you guys who might not know what tick throwing means, I can't do it right now with this specific variation, but I will show you guys in my own personal custom variation. Tick throw pretty much means if you hit someone with one of your attacks and you have a command grab, if that move could tick throw, you could input your command grab on block and it will hit your opponents. Your opponent has to jump out or has to crouch without blocking. So it's a really good pressure tool for Erron Black when he has his command grab in his variation. But even without it, forward 3 is super good because unlike forward 2, unlike this move right here, which you have to do a single hit into anything you want, forward 3 you could actually cancel into forward 3-2, and forward 3-2 is special cancelable. So that is very, very nice. And it leads to an easy 300 damage. Meterless 300 damage for Erron Black. Very nice. Another really good poke that Erron Black has is down 4, because down 4 leaves you at a perfect range for your forward 3. Just do a little tiny dash, micro dash, and then you're going to be in forward 3 range. Let's talk a little bit about some of his moves very quickly before I show you guys some combos. So this right here replaced Caltrops, the reptile acid, and as you guys see, it does a pretty good damage over time ticker. And one of the best things to do is, of course, you need to burn your slide, and it actually throws a grenade, a acid grenade, and it lands right on your opponent's. All right, so let's talk about his rifle, right? So his rifle is like used to zone people, to give them a zoning option. And to be honest, it's not that great. It has a lot of recovery when he puts it away. But one of the best things about this rifle, of course, it could be useful. You know, it's not complete basura, because it does go into a low. That could avoid high projectiles if you time it right. And, you know, you could unload all these for almost 20%, so it's not that bad. One of the best things about this is if you unload all your bullets and you use the upwards rifle, if you have that specific move, which this variation has, you actually get a crushing blow when you hit the opponent with an empty clip, which could be very, very, very good, because you could get some really nice damaging combos. So just to show you guys, in the corner, what I would prefer to do is just go for the setup. So that's what I would do, right? That is a ton of damage into a setup. You have plus frames, you could go for the grab. See, so you end it like this. If your opponent respects you, you go for the grab. Look at that. 200 damage in the corner after getting a crushing blow that did about, what, 35%, 33%, cutting the combo short. Now, if you're in this variation, you have the luxury of doing the fan the hammer. Yeah, mash that out. That just looks super cool. So one cool thing about the rifle that was not there before the game was released was the fact that you could actually hold up and Erron Black will maintain the rifle out on the screen. So that means that you can get multiple of this. Now that is really cool because it actually gives him a little bit more combo extensions. So now you could combine your overhead, hold it up, and still get a couple of upwards rifles. And they just look really, really cool. I think the max you could get is 3. On Devore, it might be a little weird because, you know, female hurt boxes. But there you guys see it. You could actually still connect the down one afterwards and send out your acid grenade. But this is where Erron Black is going to see his combo potential. Now, keep in mind that every time that you do use the upwards rifle, the damage is going to be scaled a lot more than normal. So, normally this combo does 303. Now, if you use your upwards rifle, the combo is going to do 295. So you guys see it's scaled a little bit, and the more rifles the upwards rifle you use, the more the damage is going to get scaled. But it definitely gives Erron Black some really cool combo potential. If you want to use something in pressure, talk about this specific variation, definitely go with the Scud Shot. The Scud Shot is actually very good. It has a lot more uses than I initially thought. One of them, of course, is to cancel into your Scud Shot to make one of your combo strings safe. If you don't want to go for any sort of mix-up, you know, something like this. If you don't want to go for any of that unsafe stuff, you could cancel it into Scud Shot and remain completely safe. Of course, you give up your turn, but you remain safe. Another positive thing is the Scud Shot actually negates projectile attack. So as long as you hold it, it's going to negate projectiles, and this is one of the situations where Erron Black could actually zone you out. If he has meter and it's a game closing situation, you know, you could start throwing these out. You could start having the Scud Shot, so your opponent cannot shoot a projectile at you. You have these out, and if you amplify the Scud Shot, you actually shoot the projectile. So this is definitely a way for Erron Black to sort of zone the opponent out in the late game situation, right? You know, at any time he could be like this, the opponent could be scared, boom, you surprise him with a slide, throw in these, boom, 7%, you negate all their projectiles, throw them in overhead. This Scud Shot is actually really good. And of course, we can never forget Erron Black having the best fatal blow in the game. It's a full screen, insanely fast, multi-hitting projectile move. It's absolutely amazing. I can't describe how. As soon as I saw this in the Kombat cast, I already knew that this was going to be an insane fatal blow because it does everything. It's so fast you could combo into it. If you only hit the opponent with the final like 2 bullets, it still combos. It like restands them in order for the combo to work. It's super fast. The only one that might beat it is Cabal, just because he goes behind the screen, right? So he like goes in reverse, so it might avoid projectiles completely. But I mean, this thing will destroy projectiles. So Erron Black's fatal blow, absolutely amazing. So other than that, for this specific variation, I think that's about it. Let me switch over here to the variation that I like for player matches. My own custom variation, which is pretty much the same moves that you guys saw from the 52 pickup variation. The only difference is that I have this command grab right here. And now I'm going to show you guys the little setup that I came up with. If you have this variation, you're going to do a ton of damage. I actually did it wrong. You have to sort of dash up a little bit, but that's pretty much the idea of it. There you go. This is the one right here. So as you guys see, because I did a little micro dash, if your opponent is going to respect you, you hit him with that forward 3 tick throw into the command grab. And since you like did a little dash, it actually moves them forward. So when he does a command grab, it pushes them towards the acid instead of away from the acid. So with this setup right here, you know, you push him forward a little bit, boom, she's on the acid. You could amplify it, you cannot amplify it, whatever you want. That is a ton of damage. show you guys a couple of combos, I guess. What you want to do with the bread and butter combos for Erron Black is you just want to use your rifle. Either use the 52 pickup. I haven't explored too much with the other variation, but I feel like the rifle is a must if you want to get combos with Erron Black. The up rifle actually scales your combo quite a bit, so I'll just show you guys a little example here. So that does 303 damage. If you go with the upwards rifle, I think this does 260. It does 260. So as you guys see, if you're guaranteed a punish, you always want to go with the downwards overhead because, of course, it's still combos and it's going to give you the most damage. So a basic bread and butter combo with Erron Black is what you guys saw right there. He doesn't get much in the mid screen, much variety in the combo department. If you want to go for a setup instead, you could dash up and do 2-1, and then you could go with a forward 3. Of course, you call in the you could call in the close acid instead. You know, your opponent's going to land there. If you instead want to go for a setup rather than damage, you could go for that. As far as crushing blows are concerned, to be honest, you're going to get the same amount of combo potential with crushing blows compared to, you know, his regular buttons. So, you know, pretty much that is a very, very simple combo with Erron Black that'll get you some good damage. If you amplify it, you know, you're going to get a setup. And if your opponent is pressing buttons, you could go into whatever else you want. You could go into your pressure. You could do whatever. Same thing with this one. You're not really going to get much in the combo department with Erron Black. So that's probably your best bet. A couple corner combos with Erron Black, they're pretty much the same. They're pretty much the same as any other combos that he would get. You could actually get a couple of these. You could get it 3 times, which looks really cool. But probably what you want to do is, you know, do that. You could do it twice. You could do it once. That's a corner combo that you guys could do if you use my specific variation with the command grab and with the upwards rifle. Let's see, what else could he do in the corner? He could get a really cool combo. Let's see if it does no damage, but he could get a really, really cool combo with his fatal blow. It just looks really cool. So let's see if I could actually get this in enough tries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That combo looks pretty cool. It does no damage because of damage scaling. Obviously, I used a bunch of hits before the crushing blow and before the fatal blow. So it's not going to do that much damage, but it just looks really cool. If you somehow have all those resources, and by resources, I mean that your fatal blow in that perfect scenario where you only have 2 bullets left, then go right ahead and do it. So I think that about does it, ladies and gentlemen, for Erron Black. I hope you guys enjoyed this basic tutorial on how to play Erron Black. Go out there and try him out. Let me know what you guys think about him down in the comment section. I personally think he's really good. Much improved from pre-release MK11 because he was pure hot basura. But now that he's out, he's very, very good. So I've been having a lot of fun with him. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. What's going on? It's Super here, and thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you aren't subscribed already, make sure you guys do so. And if you want to see some more, there's videos popping up on the screen right now. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.